Oh, you mean today?
Yeah.
David Baker pounded at the door. I thought it was going to come down. And I was in the room with my wife Candy, and all I heard was her crying her eyes out. And I opened the door, and David was there, and he said, last year when you put the jacket on Charles, he said, Roger and I told you that you were going to be next, and I'd never expected it.
We talked to you yesterday, and you were, of course, on pins and needles.
Oh.
You said you were mentally fried. Go through. What was the last 24 hours?
Oh, it was worse. It was worse than any of the 5 Super Bowls. I mean, I honestly, I was fried, and you go through this though for an extended period of time, and Valerie was dealing with our presenters, Jim Trotter and Nancy Gay and everybody, and talking to voters, and everything was a question mark. And when you get 46 people in a room and it's a secret ballot, you might get 46 votes or you might get 1 vote. And you just look back on your career, look back on everything that transpired with players, with the fans, with the city, with family, and you just say, it just can't get any better.
When you look back at that career and your legacy, what are you most proud of? So much you've accomplished.
I think I'm most proud of the relationship. Obviously, I'm proud of what we did for the Bay Area, and I think we did a lot during some very tough times, during a murder of George Moscone, and then again when we had that horrible earthquake in '89. I think the 49ers kind of glued the city back together, and we needed to do that. But I think if you want to pick one thing, I think it's the relationship that I have had with the fans, and especially the thousands of players that went through our buildings. And I still have that relationship, whether it's the equipment manager or whether it's Joe Montana. And we talk, we email, we text, hundreds of players, and we stay in touch. We do it at holidays, we do it during the year, and I think that's probably the thing that sticks in my mind that's most important.
Did you sense more support this week because of San Francisco and the players here?
I really didn't sense anything. I was just nervous. Could you ask for a better script? I mean, it's the 50th Super Bowl, and it's in the Bay Area, where you made your contribution to this great sport. Did I think that it was too good to be true? I certainly did, but like I said, it's almost like somebody scripted it.
You have had some legendary post-game Super Bowl parties. When's this one?
Oh, I don't know. Right now, I'm not. I have no idea. I don't know what we're going to do. But I do get together with the players a lot. We go to different places.
Generally, just a sense of relief you're feeling now. Has it had a chance to settle in with you?
Oh, it's to be honest with you, I never expected this ever to happen. And when they changed to the contributor category, I think it made a lot of difference, because I don't think any owner can go up against the likes of these icons, these players. I mean, it's almost impossible. I think that obviously helped a lot, and I think in the future it's going to help the likes of my friends, Jerry Jones and Bob Kraft and Pat Bolin and people like that. And I think that's important, because I think they've all added so much to the game, and it gives them a chance to be honored for it.
Eddie, my colleague and your former player, Mike Schumann, says congratulations. And he also says in jest you couldn't have done it without him.
I know that. But you know what? He still can't catch.
Perfect. That'll make their news.
Where does that tradition come from of putting the finalists in a room by themselves until they get the knock? How did that tradition start? It's kind of a strange tradition.
I really don't know that. I don't know what they did last year, but they give you a key. It's almost like what is this, a hit? Yeah. But they give you a key, and it was at the Stanford Court Hotel, and you're supposed to sit there, and sometime between 4 and 4:45, if you're elected, you're going to get a knock on the door by David Baker and his film crew. And if you don't, you're going home.
Thank you.
Thanks,
guys.
Mark.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Congratulations.